Hi guys, welcome to the Makeup Hunter. I'm Laura. Looking a little bit better than I have in my last couple of videos, I think. In today's video we are going to be doing a little beauty bay haul. It is mostly from BH Cosmetics, and I'll also be doing a first impressions. So if you would like to see what I got from Beauty Bay and BH Cosmetics, then please keep watching. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please give it a like, leave me a comment, it means the absolute world to me. And hit that notification bell to be notified on the very rare occasions that I upload to this channel. So let's get started. Okay, so I have been so excited about these bits that I got from Beauty Bay, and I have been very good about saving them, not swatching them, touching them, anything until I filmed this video. So I've done all of my makeup except for the bits that I've got in this box. So the first item that I got from BH Cosmetics is the Poolside Chic brush set. This will be my first time trying anything from BH Cosmetics. I've heard loads of really good things. This brush set had really great reviews on the Beauty Bay site, and it looked like it had a really good variety. I just wanted a nice brush set that I could keep separate from my main brushes, that I could just take when I go on holiday, if I stay overnight anywhere. It's nice to just have a complete set, and this is like a complete set of brushes. So they're really pretty brushes. This is like the biggest one. They're all numbered, so this is number 1 and this is like the large powder brush. They're super soft, all synthetic hair. So I'm going to be using these today to sort of test them out. I'm sort of promised myself that I wouldn't bring my brushes, my normal brushes down here with me, to force me to use just what's in that set. So then I have the Glowing in Grease palette. This is a face palette. I have a visitor, so if you hear anything or see anything, I've got a little visitor with me. This is the Glowing in Grease face palette. So this is 3 blushes and 3 highlighters. This is absolutely stunning, and I've heard really good things about the face products from BH Cosmetics. So these are my favourite kind of tones in blush, and the highlighters look really beautiful. Obviously this one is going to be too dark for me, but I'll use it as a blush topper. I'll be able to make everything in this palette work. So I'm going to be using that today because all I've got on is foundation, concealer, powder, contour, bronzer. I've done my brows and my lips, so I've got eyes and cheeks to do. And then the first palette that I got from BH Cosmetics is the Smitten in Switzerland palette. This is from their travel series. They do lots of different ones, like Smitten in Switzerland, Beautiful in Barcelona, all different ones in the range. And the colours in this spoke to me so much. These are so unusual. Like, in my opinion, I haven't really got anything like this in my collection currently, and I just think it looks really like autumnal and wintry, and I just thought it was really beautiful. So I've got that one, and I think I'm probably going to use that one today. It's the one that's calling to me the most. This is completely, in fact, These next ones are completely out of my comfort zone. So this is the Trending in Tokyo palette, again from their travel series. This is stunning, but it's kind of scary to me. It is a bright rainbow palette. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. I love these pinks, and this shade here, Wasabi. Oh my god, this is just stunning. I really am excited to use this, and it's making me really excited for the summer. I've been doing a declutter series on my channel, and as I'm filming this video, I've only uploaded the first one, but I've pretty much at the end of it now. I've pretty much finished, and going through my collection, I've been seeing like all my bright lip colours and my shimmery bronzers and all of that sort of thing, and it's making me so excited for spring and summer, and for makeup, spring and summer makeup. And I'm just hoping that we do get to have a summer this year and we're not all in lockdown still. So another thing that decluttering and organising, I haven't done a huge amount of decluttering, but I've done a lot of organising and tidying. And the one thing that is abundantly clear is that I hardly have any drugstore items in my collection, which was what prompted this Beauty Bay haul. I've been spending a lot of time watching drugstore reviews and YouTubers who use a lot of drugstore products in their routines, and I've now sort of compiled quite a big list of things that I really want to try. BH Cosmetics was at the very top of the list. Next on the list is Milani. I've got quite a few things that I want to pick up from Milani. So there will definitely be another drugstore haul coming quite soon. As soon as payday rolls around, I'll be getting on Beauty Bay again. So this, I've already just took it out the package as I was talking. This is the Avocado Toast palette. Green is my favourite colour. I have green eyes, and it is just... I think it speaks to my Irish heritage. But I just love the colour green, and I love green eyeshadow, but I never wear it. I am a warm toned girl. I literally live in warm brown smoky eyes. It's very rare that I do cool toned looks or colourful, but I thought, I'm sorry, this is really reflective. I thought this colour story was just stunning. The shimmers just look out of this world, and I really can't wait to do a look with this. I will probably do a series of looks using these palettes. I've realised I haven't got many like me applying makeup, like tutorials or get ready with me's on this channel. It's mainly hauls, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to try these out and to get some content at the same time. So that is the Avocado Toast palette. I'm super excited about that. This is one of the newest releases from BH Cosmetics. This is the Lost in Los Angeles palette. The Avocado Toast was from the brunch. It's brunch, like weekend vibes. They did a weekend vibes range, and this is again from the travel series. So this is completely, again, out of my comfort zone, but look how pretty this palette is. It's, honestly, this has spring written all over it. It's some lovely pastels, some bright pops of colours. I'm really excited about using this one. I was going to use this one first, but again, as in a previous video, because I couldn't make my mind up on what I wanted to do, I asked my mum to pick for me, and she picked the Smitten in Switzerland, which was kind of the one that I was drawn to the most anyway. This one that I'm about to show you is another one that I just am, well, I'm dying to get into all of these. I'm really excited. It's crazy the amount of luxury makeup that I have, and luxury and high-end makeup that I have. Yeah, I'm the most excited I've been for a while about these palettes that cost like £13.50 and £15. That's ridiculous, but they inspire me. These make me want to play. These make me want to get creative. And this next one, and the last palette I have, is the Blueberry Muffin palette. This is from the same collection as the Avocado Toast, and this palette, it's so pretty. Now, I have sold my Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. That was my very first experience of blue eyeshadow. Blue eyeshadow always makes me think of the 80s and, you know, mums at the school gates in the early 90s with just one like smear of blue shadow across their lids, which now is like so on trend and so pretty to me. But I am still a little bit intimidated by blue eyeshadow. I only used the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette a couple of times, and as I've explained previously, I've pretty much decluttered most of the Jeffree Star from my collection. So this has kind of replaced the hole that left in my collection. I only have one other blue toned palette, and that is the Oceanic palette from Ace Beauty. So I'm really excited about that. And the last item that I got was the mascara. Now, this mascara has been sold out everywhere. As soon as it comes back into stock, it goes straight back out again. And as I was buying those BH palettes, I got the email to say that this was back in stock. So I was like, right, gotta get it, gotta try it. Now, I usually have a rule not to open a mascara, as I have a few on the go open already, but I'm going to make an exception because I am just dying to try this mascara. I'm also not going to curl my lashes, which I would do normally to sort of see it at its full potential. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the plastic wrapping off the brushes and zoom you in, and we'll get doing some eyeshadow. Boo. Okay, so I was going to put my eye primer on off camera, but there is a brush that is perfect for applying eye primer, so I thought I'd just do it on camera. So my usual eye primer that I use every time I do my makeup is MAC Paint Pot. I have gone through so many of these, and the ones that I have left are Laying Low, which is the one that I'm going to use, and Camel Coat, I think, is the other one I've got. So I thought this had completely dried up when I was doing my declutter. I was going to get rid of it, but all I've done is I've put a spatula in and kind of mushed it up, and it's perfectly fine. It's still really creamy. So I'm just going to put some of that on with my little brush. And I absolutely love the MAC paint pots for eye primer, but I have used up Painterly and Soft Ochre, which are like the flesh toned, like my skin toned ones. Painterly's more pink, Soft Ochre's more yellow, and as you can see, this one, Laying Low, is quite warm. It does leave a tint on my lids. Camel Coat is even darker, but it's quite cool toned, and I'm starting to notice that they are affecting the shadows that I put on the top. Like, obviously this one tends to make colours warmer, Camel Coat makes them cooler, so I'm after a really good eye primer that's just either very light in colour or the same colour as my skin. So if anybody's got any eyeshadow primer recommendations, please leave them below. I would repurchase Soft Oak or Painterly from MAC, but I kind of want to branch out a little bit. I want to try something different. So that's applied that lovely, really nice soft brush. So that's a winner. And now for eyeshadow. So the shades that are kind of calling to me in this palette are Slope here, this one which is chocolate, Nightfall the black, and then out of the shimmers, Alps and Glacier Express. I fancy doing something a little bit cool toned, icy, which is not something I usually go for. Now obviously the blushes are peach colours and the lip I've got on is like an orangey peach, so I'm not sure if it's going to match, but we're just going to go for it anyway. So I'm going to grab the biggest fluffy brush from the Poolside Chic collection, brush number 8. Now these brushes are so soft, and I'm going to go in first of all with this shade here, Montreux, as a can't speak, as a transition shade, and I'm just using the mirror that's in the palette. This is exactly the colour of my laying low paint pot, I think, so it's not really doing anything. Can't really see anything, but it's going to give the other colours something to blend into. Okay, and next I'm going to go straight in with Slope, which is this like concretey grey shade, and I'm going to put that on the outer edge of my lid and into the crease. And this is picking up just one dip, it's picked up quite a lot on the brush, so I don't want to. I've said before, I'm very gentle with my shadows. I just sort of tap once or twice. I don't like really dig in. So it'll be a test to see how these shades perform just with that one light dip. And as you can see, that has deposited a fair amount of colour there. And I just want to build that up a little bit and intensify it and blow it out a little bit more. So now I know the pigmentation of the shade and what to expect, I can go a little bit more ham. I really like how that shade has blended out. They're super soft. There is some kick up in the pan, but kick up doesn't really bother me, as long as the shadow performs and I don't get a huge amount of fallout, then I'm not really too fussed. So I'm going to catch this eye up and then I'll be okay. So I've caught both eyes up and I had a tiny little bit of fallout, and I've just used this like stipply type brush just to dust that away. Now I'm going to go into a smaller brush. I think I'm going to use this flat brush. This is the number 6 brush, and I'm going into the shade Chocolate, and I'm just going to deepen up that outer corner, and I'm just going to stamp the colour where I want it. And using a flat brush is great for sort of helping assist with the shape that you want. And again, that was just one dip for that shade, and I'm just going in with the previous brush. And I just keep switching back and forward between the brushes just to help with the blend. I'm just going to intensify that a little bit more just against the lash line. I was going to use the black in this look, but I'm not sure I'm going to need to, because this chocolate shade is quite rich on its own. It's nice and smoky. And then with the same flat shade brush and the shade Chocolate again, I'm just going to take that onto my lower lash line. And then I'm just sort of connecting with the upper. Yeah, I'm really liking how this is turning out. So I'm going to do the other eye, and again I'll come back. Okay, so that's both eyes caught up. I look like I've got fallout here, but it's not. It's just a shadow where my skin creases a little bit, so just ignore that. I'm going to go in with the shimmers now. I'm going to start with Glacier Express, and I'm going to put that on the outer, and then I'm going to put that on the inner, and I'm going to just go in to begin with my fingers. So I don't want to cover up all of that. Oh, that's really pretty, look at that. And I've literally just touched my eye. I don't want to cover up all of that work that I've just done, so I'm just going only so far. That is gorgeous, and I am taking it up into the crease. That is so pretty. Look how reflective that is. It's a really unusual shade. It's like a silver with like blue and purple reflecting it. I mean, you can see that's what it's look like. That's what it looks like in the pan. So let's do the other side. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush that I used first, and I'm just going to go around the edge. And then I'm also going to go in with the smaller flat brush just to tidy that edge. And now I'm going to, again, taking my finger, I'm going to go into the shade Alps, which is this shade here. And I'm going to put that on the inner part of my eye. Oh, yes. Wow, that is really an unusual shade. I don't think it's going to pick up on camera, but it's got a slight green reflect to it. And I'm sort of just tapping over that first shimmer, not all the way, just to kind of marry the two together. The shimmers, oh my god, the shimmers are incredible. So I'm just going to, again, take that first fluffy brush and just tickle over the edges. And then just to help blend everything together, the first shade, Montreux, this like skin tone shade, I'm just going to take that up over the very edge, sort of along my brow bone, just to help blend everything. Okay, now there isn't really a highlight shade in this palette, and I don't want to pull from another palette. I want to just stick to using the one palette. But there is this matte shade, Snow Cap, so I don't know how effective this will be, but I'm going to try and just put that in my inner corner. And I'm going to use this brush, this number 10 brush, which is like a flat tiny detail brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my inner corner and sort of scoop it up here. It has done something. This is the perfect brush for the inner corner, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take a tiny little bit of Alps, which is the shade that I put on the inner part of the lid, and I'm just going to put that over slightly and under the lower lash line, right at the front. Oh, am I even in frame? Probably not. Like that. Okay, I've got a little bit of fallout from the white shade that I've just used on my nose, so I'm just gonna dust that away. Right, now let's test out this mascara. I'm just gonna put some eyeliner on, actually, and then we'll do mascara. Okay, to stick with the sort of smoky, cool toned theme, I've just literally put a little bit of black eyeliner in my waterline. I never use black in my waterline, but we're doing it today. I just use MAC Feline. And now let's try out this viral mascara. Now, I have heard that this is a tubing mascara, so it shouldn't transfer on my under eyes, which is a problem that I usually have, and I tend to use a separate tubing mascara for my bottom lashes. So hopefully this is a one size fits all for my lashes. So let's see how we go. And like I say, I haven't curled them, which feels really weird because I always curl my lashes. Straight away, I like the brush. I like how flexible it is. I'm able to get right to the base of my lashes. It deposits quite a lot of product straight away. It's a very wet formula. So that's just one coat. Do the other side, let that side dry a little bit, and then we'll do a second coat. I am wiping off a lot of the product off the brush. I can't stop looking at these shimmers on my lid. They're so beautiful. I really do like how flexible the wand is. And considering it's a plastic wand, it doesn't feel too spiky like some of the plastic wands I'm constantly poking myself in the eye with them, but this one feels quite, I think it's because it's so flexible. So I'm going to just do one more light coat on this side. And there's the magic with that second coat. They are super long. Now, I do have quite long lashes already. I tend to go for more of a volume building mascara, but this one I feel is actually doing both. So it's lengthening them obviously, but it has added that like volume, especially to the upper lashes. So yeah, that's the winner. I like it. I can see what the fuss is about. So I'm going to zoom you in and we'll finish my face with blush and highlight. There we go. That's a much more comfortable distance. So let's move on to the face palette. So as I said before, this is the Glowing in Grease highlight and blush palette. That's what it looks like again. Because I've gone for such a cool toned look on my eyes, I think I'm going to just go for the lightest shade of blush, which is Mykonos, and I'm going to use number 2, the number 2 brush. I always like to do highlight first so I can blend it in with the blush. There isn't really a brush here that I would specifically use for highlighter. I tend to like sort of like a larger blending brush. and the only sort of face brushes I'm left with are these two, and the one that I've been brushing my fallout away with the stippling brush. So I think I might use the stippling brush actually to apply my highlight, and I'm going to go for the lightest shade. Am I? No, I'm going to go for this one, Olympia. Hopefully this isn't too dark, but having the stippling brush will allow me to get a more diffused look. Okay, it's very gold. It's very, very pigmented, very shiny. I was hoping having a gold, using the gold toned one would sort of help balance the cool tone on my eyes. And I think I can get away with it. I don't think it's too dark. When I turn to the side, it doesn't seem to be leaving a cast, which is good. And this brush is definitely helping diffuse that highlight and really like blend it into my skin. And I also like to take highlight up onto my forehead. And for shits and gigs, let's do up the chin. Okay, now I can't wait to get some blush on. I'm feeling very pasty with this cool toned look. So I'm going in with this brush, which is, as I say, shade brush number 2, and the shade Mykonos, and it is very pigmented. Whoa, very, very pigmented, oh my goodness. And that is the lightest, that's the lightest shade. Wow, that is pigmented. Very pretty though. Let's just add a teensy tiny bit more. I was going to get the blush palette that came with the Weekend Vibes collection, which was the Bellini palette, but they were more like peachy shades like this, and there was some really like vibrant coral, and looking at this one, they just wouldn't have worked with my skin tone. The ones that would, I feel, are too similar to the ones that are in this one, so I'm quite glad that I didn't go for both of them. So that palette is a definite win. I think next time I would use a more looser packed brush to apply the blushes from this palette, because they are so pigmented. I have a brush from Zoeva, which is the Luxe Sheer Cheek brush, which is probably my favourite blusher brush for stronger colours, so I would probably use that next time. So let me get a bit closer so you can those shimmers are out of this world. So yeah, I'm really happy with everything that I got in my little BH Cosmetics Beauty Bay haul. I think I will definitely be picking up some more palettes. I really want the Beautiful in Barcelona and the Mimosa palette, which is like all pinks and yellows. So I think I'll probably be picking those up next time. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope that whatever is going on in your life at the moment isn't too overwhelming, and if it is, I am sending you all the love in the world. Keep loving yourself, keep loving each other. Remember, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.